We take our car in for one problem and then the mechanic ends up telling us you need about a gazillion other things to get fixed, right? How do we know if they're just joshing us, just trying to get some money out of us? We have an expert here to talk about this. This is off-road race car driver Barbara Terry. She's pulled in a truck to make us car wise so we don't get taken anymore when we go to the mechanic. Thank you so much for joining us, Barbara.
Thanks for having me.
All right, why is it though that women are so clueless? I mean, the only thing I know how to do in my car is put in the gas.
Women and men, you know, whether you buy a pre-owned or a brand new car, grab that car's owner's manual and get to know it. Get to know what you're driving. That way, if you do have to take it into the mechanic shop, you may know and be able to narrow down a couple things that might be wrong with it. And the more you can do on your own, the less you're always having to depend on a mechanic shop. And also get a second opinion, because typically if you go into one shop and they give you a big laundry list, if you go into shop number 2, list is going to be different.
Okay, so we don't go to shop number 2 and say, hey, I heard I need a new motor belt and brake pads. We just kind of like diagnose our car and tell us what we need fixed.
Basically. Okay. And you can go to most auto parts stores right now and they'll literally plug your car into, a little computer will plug your car into that, and it'll tell you for free what's wrong with your car.
Okay, well show us some quick things that the ladies can handle when it comes to popping up the hood and taking a look inside.
Well, like Sylvania's headlight restoration kit is really great. It'll literally take about 10 years off the look of your car, like a car facelift.
Okay.
And actually will allow you to see about 3 times further down the road. It's really quick, it's inexpensive, fun thing to do. You can clean your car's battery post also, which is really easy. You know, put a little anti-corrosion spray on the battery post.
Okay.
Wash it off with a little bit of water, and it will extend the life of your battery.
So we just spray that on there, that's it?
Yeah, you just take some anti-corrosion spray, spray it on there, and it will literally eat that corrosion off, which will again, especially in your, your climate, it will extend the life of your battery, because you don't want to get out on any type of road trip and have a dead battery.
No, that won't be good at all. We don't like to be on the side of the road. We like to keep trucking. All right, what about this antifreeze coolant stuff? I thought we had to take our cars in to get that put in, no?
No, and always refer to your owner's manual. They'll tell you exactly what type of coolant. Topping off your fluids is just as quick and easy as making a box of macaroni and cheese, and once you do it, you never forget how to do it. And even something like using like a battery tender by Deltran, charging your battery can literally double the life of your battery.
Okay. Now, you have me curious about this.
Yes.
Car shampoo. Is this for the exterior or the engine?
Actually, it's for the exterior.
Okay.
Muck-Off has a great line of car care products, shampoos and waxes and polishes. Like you said, I do a lot of off-road racing. Yeah, I love the pink, the pink and black color scheme. But even with my off-road racing, they have like a helmet cleaner. It'll get all the dirt off of it, so it's really great.
I have a question to ask you.
Yes.
When it comes to buying parts for your car, say the mechanic says you need a new fan belt or something like that, can we just Google it online and get the best price and then take it in and say, here's the part I need, put it in?
Really, it's not recommended, and if you pay them for labor, they're probably going to give you a better price on the part. But speaking of, if they do recommend some type of part replacement, get them to tell you why, and then when you go pick your car up, have them point out that shiny part that was installed and the old rusty part that was removed, just so you know that you're getting what you paid for.
So say, let me see what you've taken out of my car. I want to make sure that I am getting a new belt or something.
Yeah, and show me the new one, the new shiny one that was installed. That way you know you're getting what you paid for, yeah.
In your experience, what area is it that the women get taken on?
Women and men, just not knowing the symptoms. Again, if you don't spend time to get to know your owner's manual, take your car into an auto parts store, get them to plug it into the computer. They'll give you a printout. It'll say that you need, let's say, a distributor cap or like an O2 sensor. Then you take that into the repair shop and say, this is what I need. It's when you go in there and you're not knowledgeable, and again, it's women and men, that's when you get the huge laundry list. And I've even done it. I mean, I've taken like my cars to the local, to get like an oil change if I don't have time to do it on my own. And I go pick it back up and it's like, oh, well, you need this and that. I'm like, no, I don't. I just replaced that myself, so yeah, and also find a good reputable mechanic. Call your Better Business Bureau if you don't know one, and they'll give you a really good list of good grease monkey mechanics in your area.
Okay, final question when it comes to gas. I hear a lot of reports that you don't exactly have to get the octane that's required by your car engine that the sticker states, that you can get the cheaper one. Is that true or false?
It's false in my opinion.
I've been putting that in my car and going for the cheap stuff. All right.
No, what happens is actually, that black gunk, the carbon deposits?
Yeah.
That actually starts to build up on your fuel system within the first 500 miles. So if your car's under manual says a specific octane, use that, because what happens is, it'll start getting sluggish and it won't run as good. And so you're really going to be faced with like a $2,000 engine repair if you use the cheap stuff.
All right, Barbara Terry, thank you so much for your insight this morning, and now we are all car wiser. Heidi, back to you.